My mom was great at wake-up calls, but she had another skill that was even better at, she used it when I was kind of falling asleep at the wheel of life, and she would do it to me with just a look. My mom, she's been passed away for probably, I don't know, 10, 15 years now, but I still see this look in my mind whenever I need a moral compass in life. In fact, I recently was having this flashback to something that happened in junior high when I got the look. And I just had to ask my mom this question to kind of to her spirit. It was like, there's a question I got to ask you, Mom. This goes back to junior high. When I told you about those cigarettes, did you know I was telling a lie? I don't know if you could read my mind, but you seemed to read me like a book. I needed courage to answer your questions, but especially to handle your mom look. I knew I shouldn't have put those cigarettes in my gym bag that afternoon as I was walking home from junior high with my best friend. We just recently started experimenting with them, and I hadn't really discovered a good place to hide them yet. So I just stuck them in a gym bag full of sweaty gym clothes that I was taking home to have washed, and I forgot about them. Well, that evening, my mom was emptying the gym bag into the washing machine when she spotted the cigarettes. And I was right there with her in the laundry area when she pulled them out, and I could see those dark brown eyes piercing through this Marlboro pack, and I'm shifting that gaze over to me and saying, "What are these?" And I knew it was an important question because it was accompanied by that mom look. I think all moms have a mom look. I'd seen my friends get the look from their moms, and some of those mothers' looks were scary or threatening or intimidating. And my mom's look wasn't like any of those, but it was like an x-ray that went directly into my brain. And I knew it was gonna, and every time she gave me that look, I knew it was gonna be followed by some really difficult questions that were gonna be a wake-up call to whatever I was doing at the time. So my mom she was kind of like the alpha dog of our family pack. My dad was the fun-loving, let's see what we can get away with type. He was like the don't tell mom guy on that TV commercial that's been on lately. Yes, and in fact, if my dad had been just another kid in the neighborhood, I'm pretty sure my mom would have been really careful about letting us play with him. But back to the laundry room. My mom kind of tilted her head like a dog does when it's trying to figure you out, and looked at me, and this look was both intense and penetrating. And she could turn up the intensity kind of like a mother taser. And I could feel as that intensity would get turned up, my heart would just start beating faster and harder in my chest. And so as this particular incident unfolded, she asked, well, it was just the intensity kept getting higher and higher and higher. And so pretty soon I was just kind of trying to think of something to come up with. And she said, "So where did these cigarettes come from?" And I said, "Well, I found them on the way home." I said, "Why'd you put them in your gym bag?" "We were picking up litter on the way home, and I thought I threw everything away, but I guess I missed that piece." She says, "They don't look like litter. They look brand new." "Yeah, I was thinking someone just dropped them recently, accidentally." Well, that was the wrong tack to take, because my mom picked that litter story apart with ease. And so after she did that, I was struggling for something else to come up with, but I couldn't come up with anything plausible. So the more I tried to lie my way out of the story, the more I found I just had to untangle this web of lies I was weaving. And finally, I just resorted to the truth and offered a full confession and came clean. So my mom, she was not big on punishment, but she just knew how to keep the pressure on, so the stare just continued at me until, it was really until she was sure that I completely understood what she expected of me. And that was really clear, and I never went back to smoking those cigarettes again, ever. So there was one thing that was really certain between my mom and I. We had a great relationship, and she knew that I would never intentionally do anything to disappoint her, even though I would stumble here and there along the way. So I guess there's really not any questions, Mom, to go back to junior high. You knew all about those cigarettes, and you knew I was telling a lie. I guess you didn't need to read my mind because you could read me like a book. I grew up answering your questions, and I really miss your mom look.